Hi guys. Can I get Alma on here? Okay, she's unable to join, so I'm going to log back out and come back. Just a second. Oh, there she is. Wait, let's see if I can get her. Hi, Alma. I just sent you the request. There you are.
Hi. Sorry, it took a minute. Things
Oh
got.
my gosh. Don't be sorry. Look how cute your hair is.
It's all short and whatever. I try to cut it so it's like even on both sides. So if I have a pain on this side, I can throw it on this side.
That's so smart.
How are you today?
How I am doing all right. I'm in a little bit of pain. I sent you a picture of the storm that's passing through. So,
So pretty though.
yes, it's pretty, but my face can feel it.
I know.
How are you feeling?
I've been having off and on pain, mostly on this side. I try to put some blood so I look somewhat decent.
You look amazing.
Hi, Carrie. Hi, guys. Hi. I think it's Tatiana from Brazil. I think that's her name.
Yep, it is. And that's Tyler from Canada.
Right. But it's been weird. It's been different this time. I forgot what's her name. I was talking to her earlier, the one that does ice skating.
Oh yeah, Lulu.
Lulu. I hope she joins. I know she needs a lot of support right now.
Yes.
She's going through a lot of anxiety, and I was telling her I'm kind of going through that a lot lately. Or like PTSD too, where it's like I'm just out and about with the girls or we're home or whatever. And it's just like, I'm like, brace yourself. Like,
oh.
But overall it's on a daily. I get, we're going to say lucky. If it's just one side,
Yeah.
I was telling, Teresa that now it's on my back too. Like, it's like weird because hubby Andre and I were like analyzing the pain. We're like trying to figure out what's happening. And we think it might be like other neurologists happening as well. And I used to suffer migraines, so that could be also happening. So I'm just waiting right now for my MRI to get done. The MRI is on the 30th of October. I have an EEG, which I do not know what the letters stand for. I put like something electrical for your brain.
Oh, okay.
He said it's for to see like the waves and how working. So I know I have to like have no hairspray, nothing on my face or lotion, like pretty clean slate to say. Like basically because they need to put all these stickers on my head, kind of like an electro for the heart, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's on the 2nd of November, and then I don't see him till the 17th of December.
Wow.
Yeah, which I talked to the front desk, and they said if MRI comes out different or what he sees something, then he'll call you.
Yeah. So why don't we have you introduce yourself for everybody who doesn't know you?
I'm scared.
Go for it.
Funny, I was telling my husband, I'm like, I have anxiety, even though like I would jump on all the time to do like my jewelry selling stuff. But okay, so my name's Alma. I'm a mom of 2. Been married for 9 years in December. I am I'll be actually 32 on November. So I'm 31 still. And I've been having TN since 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21. So almost 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really similar to me. Diagnosed 4 years ago. Been married in December, not 9 years though. You guys got us beat.
What day in December?
We're the 9th.
We're the 1st. So.
Oh, that's so close. I
Yeah.
love that. Why don't you tell us about your amazing husband and your amazing girls? Because I know all about them, but I want you to share it with everybody.
So, Andra was my best friend. We actually met through, back then she was my best friend. I kind of lost track of her. You know, people change.
Yep.
So we met through her. And we just kind of like started talking as friends, really. I thought he was a cool guy and attractive and down to earth. And I don't know, I really like friends who can be a homie, you know, when you need to cry if you need to, or just talk about it or whatever, you know? And that's who he was. And we were friends. We were both the same age. So I graduated 2008. Wait. Did I graduate? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I graduated. This brain is crazy.
TN brain.
But yeah, so I met him, I want to say like 2009-ish, like mid 2009. So we started hanging out more like 2010. And then end of 2010, it became, was like, whoa, why are you giving me butterflies in my stomach? This is weird. And I was very, no, like, we can't do this. Like, you're my best friend. Like, no, what if it goes wrong? It goes south, and then I lose you. He's like, well, you're not going to lose me as your best friend. I'm like, but it'll be awkward. It'll be weird.
Yeah.
So we just, like, talked about it a little bit more, and it was just, like, even my mom's like, you're going to marry him.
Oh.
Okay, Mom. Almost 9 years later. So yeah, we just kind of started dating, and we went through a little rough patch while we were dating, you know, because family issues. But yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's cool that, you know, he was my friend first, you know.
Yeah.
At basis, you know, I didn't have to like, oh, I do this or I do that or introduce any of that stuff, because we already had done that. So yeah, he's fun. He's 6'5".
Oh my gosh.
We got married when he was 6'3", and he grew on me 5'3". So we were already a foot apart. Now we're over a foot.
I love that. You guys are so cute together. That is the cutest story ever.
But then I think we didn't want kids, so I was like, we can go both ways. But then you know, I started getting beaver fever. Oh my gosh, baby fever. And I was like, oh, I want a baby. And he's like, you know what? I've been thinking about it too. So, you know, we got pregnant. I lost my first one, unfortunately.
Oh.
So that was, you know, a setback in life. And for me, it was very hard because we actually like planned it and wanted it. So that was rough. And I think I lost it in July, and I didn't get pregnant till October. So
Wow.
that was my Stella. So Stella, it was a little rough pregnancy too, but I had a threatened miscarriage, but she made it through. We're all good. And then Stella was, you know, she was, I had an emergency C-section, like things got complicated.
Oh my gosh.
And I've always wanted to like witness a real unmedicated birth. And that's kind of what my goal was with Stella, but things went south really quick. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I would be, and I did not know what a doula was or any of that. So I always just like read, and I wanted a home birth since day one, but hubby was kind of like, no, like, that's like, no. But to make the story short, Stella ended up being okay, a little bit, you know, needing a little bit of help at the beginning. She stayed in the NICU for a bit. So I ended up with postpartum too, which was a little rough. But we got through that, you know, it was hard. And then Stella was born 2015. We got through it. 2016, you know, we're enjoying the baby, and I mean, she's growing. And then 2017, TN hits. like out of nowhere. Stella was about, I want to say 18, between 18 to 20 months.
Oh my gosh.
She was very fluent. She's been a quick learner since day one. You know, she was walking at 9 months. So you can imagine, she was very short time, like just a shorter child, even though she's, you know, half of me right now. But long story short, you know, TN happened. I'll go into depth with TN later.
Yep.
I kind of, you know, weaned off medications. I got better. I changed my diet. And we always wanted kids to be back to back. But because TN happened and you can't get pregnant while on medications because you'll have an abortion, I said I'm going to get myself together, get myself healthy again, which TN went into remission. And I was able to get pregnant with my second one, which her name's Jolene. And she's 2.5 now. And that birth was totally different. Like, I was educated. I hired a doula. I started, you know, learning how to be a doula. And it was the best birth of my life. Like, maybe if I have a home next time, if there's a next time, I think that would be the best birth ever. But I did unmedicated at the hospital. I was terrified TN was going to flare, but it didn't. So,
oh my gosh, that's great.
that was like one of our main concerns. And we told our doula, we explained to her what it was. And if I said, you know, TN is here, everything, like, our whole plan was going to switch because how am I going to go through labor and have a flare?
Yeah.
But it all went good, and the girls are active. They're crazy. They're very outgoing. Like, their parents, can't blame them. I see Stella's they're both very talkative, like their mom. They love to help. They're still learning how to deal with me and TN, especially Jolene, because, you know, she's 2.5 and she's never seen mommy in pain. Through pregnancy, I would get little saps here and there, but nothing too intense. Stella doesn't remember what it was when mommy had the longest flare of my life. So she basically is a little rough because Stella's a very caring child. She cares a lot for others, and she absorbs everybody's energy. So it's cool, and then it's not, because, you know, when I'm in pain, she starts crying and she gets scared.
Oh.
I'm calm, or like, just not tell them, and I tell Dad, you know?
Yeah. So that was one question that somebody had for you was, what do you do when you're feeling rough? What activities do you do with your girls?
So Stella's homeschooled. She's been homeschooled. I don't really consider homeschool preschool because, you know, it's a choice whether you want to go to preschool or not. But we did homeschool with preschool. We did it last year for kinder, which most of the time I was fine, and I was doing great with paparazzi too. But this year it's been a little pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So the fact that, I mean, I talked to her teacher. We just had, we meet with the teacher a few times a month. Well, this time I think we met twice because we needed to turn some work in, and then they basically go over and they see, okay, what she's done, and basically ask the child. So to get to the question, I had already told her, and I kind of text her, you know, it's been like more consistent since like the beginning of September. In October, it's like, it's just been rough.
Yeah.
So, I'm like itchy and I don't want to scratch. I'm like,
I know, you're like, oh, do it gently.
But, so what we do, sometimes my mom will come over. We live with Andre's granny. So it's the girl's great grandmother. Since, great grandpa passed away, I think he passed away 2015 or 16. I don't remember. Bad memory, guys. But, so she'll help me sometimes if I'm like, Grandma, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, she'll step in. My in-laws live like 10 minutes away, so I know they're always available as well. My brother is like 17 minutes away. The furthest away is my parents, which are only like half hour away. But my mom is always home, so it's like, Mom, I'm not okay or whatever. I know she'll come. my brother has dropped work and just comes, because we've had like some scares with Stella. We've had a couple of seizure attacks with her. So they're always there. But so I have that support. But if I'm literally home alone and I don't want to bug anybody, because sometimes it feels like you're bugging. Well, most of the time it feels like you're bugging. Not that you are, but you just, I don't know. Maybe it's part of the depression or, part of it TN. But I'll definitely let Andre know I'm in pain, whether he's, his work is like maybe 25 minutes away. But sometimes he has to be out of town where he can be 2-3 hours away.
Wow.
So he drives. He's in construction. So he drives, and when he has to drive all the way to LA from Riverside, it's a little far.
Yeah.
And traffic, LA has a lot of traffic, and so does the 91, which is close to, the Riverside Freeway. So you can spend there a couple of hours. Like, there's been times where he leaves at 4 a.m. and I see him till 9 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
So those days are the hardest because, I'm in pain. I'm trying to teach a lesson. And then my child's like totally being a kid and she doesn't want to listen. So I talked to the teacher about it, and we have been trying this month a few online stuff, online programs. And then I just kind of, when I feel best or my better or the best, I try and do physical lessons with her. But like, let's say, I'll give an example. I think having homeschool helps in a way, but then it doesn't. It has its pros and its cons, obviously, because it's so flexible to us that I can go, okay, you know what? Mommy's having a great day. Where like we went to Laguna, which is, like an hour away from here or less. And there's a marine center, and she had to learn about animals and their adaptation. How did they adapt through life? So I just went on Google and I was like, oh, it's for free to go in. Sorry, I had just eaten and I'm burping. Sorry.
No problem.
But we went in there and I wasn't even trying to put that towards a lesson. I was just like, let's just go on a field trip out of the house. And my mom came along. So she drove, because when I'm in pain, I don't trust myself, because not that I'm like, oh, swerve and let's kill each other, not that. But
right.
I just doesn't feel comfortable to me knowing that I have 2 girls in the car seat and the dog, the service dog with us. It's like, and the service dog's for my kid, not for me. I wish I had one. But so we're kind of like a big field trip, where my mom most of the time comes along with us and the driver, or just make sure we're all alive.
Yeah, the chaperone.
Yeah. So we went there, and I kind of grabbed it and made a lesson. They were talking about, it's a marine center, but it's like if they find an elephant seal or a seal that's hurt on the shore, like they pick them up, they rehabilitate them and take them to the next level where they're nice and good to go back home.
Oh, I love that.
Amazed. She was, even my little one who's 2.5 and thinks she does school too. She's, Mom, you my sea animal? You my sea animal? I'm like, feline. No, it's my sea animal. Okay.
Oh.
So like little things like that, like where I can call my mom, that helps. So now, for this one, elephant seals, she was so fascinated by them. We came home like the next day, because we spend the night at mom's. And I was like, oh wait, it clicked in my head. I'm like, oh, that's what we have to learn. Perfect. And so like, I remember the day after that day was like a Wednesday, and I know Thursday and Friday, Andrea was working long hours. So, she does online, like her math and English if I'm not okay. And that day I was like, hey, why don't we go on like Disney Plus, and they have the National Geographic, or like YouTube, and let's find more information about elephant seals and like the difference, how they can literally monitor them like up close, and maybe we'll get to see how they swim and whatever. So like a good documentary helps, especially if I'm really sapping and not feeling okay. I have a couple of board games that don't take a lot of my effort. Like we'll play in the bed, because I'm in the bed. There's, you know, she's learning to read. She's a little slow reader, but I found we love thrift shop hopping because we can find affordable books, very cheap books, and she loves Dora the Explorer. You know, she's bilingual. She likes Dora.
I love that.
Which she loved it because she's like, Mom, look at this book. Instead of just like the word, like Dora's going to the mountains, it has the picture of Dora going to, and then the mountains, like a picture of the mountains.
Oh, cute.
It's a very visual book, and she
Yeah.
loved it. Or she has a series of books. One of her little best friends and good friends of ours, they homeschool too, and he kind of got her into that. It's called Piggy and Elephant. Like, my mind's trying to go blank again. So she knows most of the stories by heart. So I'm just like, hey, read to me or read to sister, and I'll listen and I'll just have her point. So we try to stay busy till Dad gets home or till I can get back up. If it's not bad and it's just like sapping here and there, I will, you know, put on a mask and take her to the park or wear a scarf so they can run and get tired and have some energy out. Or they'll play in the front with their toys. In the summertime, Grandma has a pool in the back, so it's nice. Hence,
That's perfect.
Yeah, the heat is worse for me because, you know, it just doesn't work with TN. So I'll tend to do, like, if it's really bad, like really hot and they really want to go outside, like I'm doing a hat, I'm doing some shades, and I'm trying to stay in the shade. But because I have a 2.5-year-old, you know, and she doesn't know how to swim, and they're both still, Estella's a little braver now, and she's trying on her own. But my 2.5-year-old thinks she can take the little vest off and just go.
Oh, no.
So I have to be in the water. We also have chickens. We have 5 hens. So, which right now my coop is a mess. I need to go and clean it because I've been leaving the coop alone. But loves to go get the eggs. So I'll walk out in the backyard with her. We have 2 dogs, her service dog and my faithful old pit bull from, like, he's 10 now. So I'm like, hang in there, buddy. And he's super healthy. Like, he's super healthy. He seems to be okay, you know, but it's just like his mom died at 12. So I'm like, please don't. But, and we have a park behind the house. We literally have to walk maybe like, I'll say 10 minutes because I'm walking with the 2.5-year-old.
Yep.
To get to the park, which is literally down the street, make a turn, and then the park. So
That's perfect.
So I try to keep them active. I love nature, so do they. There's also a main street, but it's kind of like, well, it's a walking area and like running area or biking area. They have a bike lane. The sidewalk's pretty wide. I mean, even though the cars go faster and there's stop signs and stuff, there's a lot of orange groves here in Riverside where we're at. And like sometimes if it's not bad and I'm having a good day, we'll go on a bike ride. Or if Dad's home, we'll do a bike ride, and I just, you know, do this, be covered, do that. Lately, my brother has been bringing his dog because he has a Corso too. Actually, he gifted my daughter the Corso.
Oh.
So now the only thing I feel like I was telling my husband I've really been like neglecting is the dog, because I know she needs to be exercised daily, but I don't want to get up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. to go walk the dog, which I have to take both girls with me, push the stroller, because Stella's not ready to walk. She's such a, like, not a morning person. So we start school like 8-ish, 9-ish. 10-ish is a little, we're pushing it, but she must have slept really late or just not having a good day.
Yeah.
It's my early bird. Jalena's up sometimes at 6 in the morning, and I'm like, okay.
Not ready for you.
Right, especially when I didn't get sleep till 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even when Andre leaves to work because I'm so out.
You need to tell everybody all the businesses you own and run.
Girl, it's a work in progress.
I know, but you got your hands full. You're acting like
So,
you got your hands full with just that. So you need to tell everybody what else you got going
so
on.
I'm a paparazzi consultant, an independent consultant, where I sell. Here, I'll show you guys something. I mean, show you, not sell you guys. But like this jewelry, it's $5 jewelry, like the earrings I'm wearing. So before, I want to say, I was doing pretty good earlier this year. Like I said, September kind of became a little rough with other health problems. I don't know why it happened. I randomly got very fatigued. I was doing a live. So how I sell paparazzi is basically some friends will come over. COVID has been rough, because of COVID. But I've had only like certain friends that I know that they protect me and they take care of themselves because, I have my child who has a very low immune system, which is Stella. That's why she was in the NICU at the beginning of life. But so just trustworthy people. Hopefully COVID is over and I'll be able to like sell more and have more like parties in the house. I usually do a live. I was doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but TN kind of made me slow down a lot. Which, most of my clients already know that I go through TN, and that's here. It comes and goes. So I kind of my account is still in Instagram. I mean, I could be posting, but right now I'm just backing off and like focusing on me and my kids. But it's really fun. I miss it. I do miss it. Where I would just show like a couple of pieces of jewelry, like 20 pieces or 5 pieces or whatever. And they also have, I'm just talking like a bird, or japping like a bird, I guess.
Oh my gosh. No, you're not.
I thought I just had a stupid sap in my eyeball.
Oh, your nails are so cute.
Thank you. Look, I got the little ribbons on too.
Yes, she got those for Facial Pain Awareness Month. So cute.
But it's really easy and it's really a fast money-making industry where most of the time you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's only $5. And then you buy it. That's how I started. And then I got hooked on. And now I literally have a room full of jewelry. You guys want to see?
Yes.
It's a mess, but here. So that.
Oh my gosh. It's every girl's dream.
And these are the only expensive ones. These are $25 each, but they're stinking amazing.
Ooh, look at that teal set.
Yeah, that one's a bomb. I have to order some other ones that came. And I was able to go to the paparazzi convention this year, so that was really cool. Let's see, hold on. And then I have some more on this side.
Oh my goodness.
And I have a mess, like I said, so I still have them on. But,
oh my gosh, how pretty.
So, and then these are full of jewelry. So I definitely have inventory.
Yes.
But, I mean, and I liked it. It's fun. The girls, my team members, my teammates, they're fun. They're fun to cool with. I like it because it's like a building. It's not like a girl trying to take another girl down,
Yes.
Andre made it possible to take me to the convention this past August. Hi, babe. That's my
Hi, Andre.
He was able to make it possible and took me to the convention this past August, which was bomb. It was just uplifting spirits, and it's just like, oh, this is what you're going through, you should do this. Or they had positive speakers, so that was really cool. But that's still a work in progress, and I like it because it's flexible. So whenever I'm not okay, it's okay. I can always up and keep going, and hopefully it goes into remission again, or I get more answers, or I get it more under control. But and then I'm also a doula. So that has, I think, since Stella's birth, like I was mentioning, it's been something that I was like, wait, well, why do I have to do everything they're saying? Why my water broke And a hospital rule, if you don't know your rights as a pregnant woman, as being there, they will most likely tell you to stay in the bed and sit down and not get off the bed. Unless you go in knowing your rights and you're like, no, well, can you at least monitor? The excuse they use sometimes is we need to monitor the baby. Which, yeah, you want them to monitor your child because, you know, you want to make sure everything's okay. But there's other ways to monitor the baby. You know, you can go, hey, you can come monitor the baby every 20 minutes or whatever, or every 10 minutes or whatever. But if you're in active labor and you're trying to have, you know, a natural birth or an unmedicated birth, you're easier said than moving. You have to move. You have to, you know, create space for the baby. So that went a little south. So I was like, I don't understand. How come, you know, they're not letting me do this? They're not letting me do this. And they said they would. But because you're in pain and now you're like, oh my God, it hurts. Give me this, give me that. And they also, they induced me. So that was rougher than I thought it would be. So it was nonstop cramping and just in pain. But with Jolene, by then I had already down a couple of, you know, birth books and doula books. And I did take a doula, what's it called? I want to say course, but it's not a, well, it's kind of like a course. I'm trying to think. Because it was in Spanish and I was doing it
okay.
to support the doulas here in the Inland Empire because there's not a whole lot of support in the Spanish community. And, you know, you just kind of have C-sections and go from there. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just if you don't want that and that happens to you because of you being pushed, you know.
You just don't know your options.
You know, so that's the sad part because, yeah, you know, I was born through a C-section and so was my husband and so was my brother and a lot of people I know, you know, and sometimes, you know, and thanks to a C-section, my Stella's here and she's alive. Now, there's nothing wrong with going one way or going the other, but if I feel like as women, we've been kind of drilled into us that it's painful, it's not natural, it's the worst thing, you know, you can go through his labor. No, I tell you what the worst thing is. The worst thing is having TN. That, I always, like I was telling a friend of mine the other day, like, I'd rather give birth unmedicated 20,000 times. Not that I want that many kids, than have a TN flare-up.
Oh my gosh.
Like, in 2017, I had the longest flare-up was like, I think it was 24 days, and it would not stop. It just constant, I just really wanted to chop my head off. And I think it's been the darkest place I've ever been. Well, not been, but, you know, I was at.
Yeah.
But pregnancy with TN, I remember maybe a little bit of SAPS, nothing. I think because I was pumped with all these supplements and I was giving my body what I needed, and I was kind of learning to tell, no, back off. No, I don't need your energy. Instead of doing, yes, okay, oh, well, you know what? She's mad at me, so I must have done something wrong, which, you know, unfortunately, people let go and change in your life, and you just kind of have to be like, deuces, see you later, man. Because I'm learning to do that, and it's hard because, I don't know. I think I saw a quote the other day, and it says sometimes when you have a rough beginning in life, and not that my parents were bad parents, it was just a little rough, you kind of tend to want to try and love and hold on to people, and it's a good quality, but it's also like your little enemy.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's toxic people in your life and you really want to keep them in your life because you appreciate them, but they're causing harm to you. So I've learned to, I don't need you. Excuse me. Let the people that I do need in my life, you know?
It's funny how TN makes you do that, right?
And you know what? Like, I remember in a Facebook group, they're like, supplements and like eating right and de-stressing yourself is not going to help you. What's helping me? If it doesn't help you, well, I'm sorry. Bye.
Yeah.
Toxic.
And leads me into my normal disclaimer that this is all just Alma's experience, and what works for her may not work for you. And that's totally okay.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is listen to your body and consult with your medical team to find
Yeah.
what's best for you.
And as a doula, the same thing, you know, like the job is you get asked, what is an episiotomy? You give them the answer. Okay, how, you know, does Lanuka should stay on the baby's body after it's born, or should it be wiped off and washed off? I give you the information, you make your choice. I kept it on my baby because I know the benefits that smell. I'm going to smell it. It's going to take my brain to say, whoa, the baby is actually here now. It wasn't just, oh, we're practicing or we're pushing this baby out and it's not out yet. I had a long labor, but the brain says, hey, it's here. We need to nourish it. So then guess what? You get that warm, amazing milk for the baby and all that jazz. So it's like little benefits. You know, I know some people don't believe in God, and I do believe in a creator, and I think we were made marvelously. And regardless of TN or bad people or bad vibes or whatever, I always lean to that. I'm like, well, you know, Jehovah created us for a reason. And yeah, it might hurt right now, but he has promises for the future, you know? And I kind of grab onto that. And, you know, and I have a bunch of friends who say, you know what, I'd rather have a C-section. That works for you. That's fine. You're not less of a woman, or you're not more of a woman if you make it naturally. I knew that it went south with Stella. I took every suggestion, every pain medication, you know, because I didn't want to have an epidural. I was terrified that what if they go in there and I have nerve damage? And guess what? Honest truth, I think that's what happened to me. But nobody can prove it. Nobody's going to tell me, yeah, ma'am, I think you have nerve damage because
Exactly.
of no
Teresa was asking, how was pregnancy with TN?
I had SAPs here and there. It was more of dealing with anxiety and PTSD that, oh my God, if it comes back, I'm not on medications. I can't be on medications. I have a baby. Like, I'll have an abortion, you know, because I had a miscarriage. So, like, my PTSD from the miscarriage would come and hunt me, if you want to say. The knowing that TN could come anytime, that freaked the crap out of me, honestly. I just kept on with my supplements, and I tried to stay as stress-free as possible and just pray that if it happened, like, let me find a good doctor that's going to help me.
Yeah.
My baby safe. But I also learned that I learned how to calm myself down, you know, because I knew that for labor, I asked, you know, my doula asked me then, what helps you relax? And I like dimming the lights, putting some candles, either a waterfall or just relaxing music. I'm a sucker for that. And if someone off my back, oh, I'm gone. I'm out. So, like, my husband knows that, right? So that helped a lot for labor. There was times where I was really stressed and panicking and, oh, if it comes back, like, what am I going to do? My husband would rub my feet, dim the lights. I love essential oils, so I basically live on the essential oils. I take doTERRA supplements, Lifelong Vitality, and those helped a lot, you know, trying to balance.
Did you take any other meds for TN during pregnancy?
No, I
Okay.
had medication to the, I want to say mid-2018. Thank you, babe. We learned a lot of natural pain relief methods.
Yes.
Labor. So there's.
Did you see that person's your neighbor?
Where?
Trigeminal Neuralgia Support Group. My wife and I are in the Inland Empire too. We're neighbors, I'm sure.
I'm like, we should totally hang out. I'm totally a weirdo, but that's so cool.
You'll have to connect after. Alma is the sweetest ever and is so open to everybody. So just DM her if you have any questions.
I'm like, I'm so happy. I feel like I was the only one in the IE. Actually, I don't know anyone in person other than my aunt who's in Mexico who got TN 2019, and I haven't seen her in like 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
Happy that you have TN, but
yeah.
Hey, let's be friends.
We only have 15 minutes left, Alma.
Let's see, any questions? What else can I talk about? Right now, managing the pain. It's a rice sock, hot. I've been doing that neck stretcher thing.
Yes.
Posted. That has helped a lot when I have it on my back. It feels weird. It feels like I'm getting like a blood rush afterwards, but
Yeah.
it is. I drink celery juice and because I have other stuff going on to bring like the inflammation down. I had a scared the other day, like my knee kept buckling every time I walked, every time I took a step, so that was freaky. I'm having a lot of like MS symptoms, so maybe that's the cause of TN. Who knows till we get
Yeah.
testing done.
All your appointments.
Yeah, so
What about the Spanish TN page that you just started?
so yeah, we have that there. I've been slacking on it a little bit. Teresa, you should help me. But I just, it's nice to know and find others, and just others, like I know you share this probably same feeling, learning about others and sharing their stories or feeling their stories or just being able to understand them. Even though there's like, I have a couple of people from like Brazil and like different areas like in South America, and it's just like, oh my God. Like, I think there's one in Colombia where they can't use medicinal marijuana. Like, it
That's
is
crazy.
not at all. Like, you will go to jail. Like, there's no like edibles or anything or rubs, nothing. Where I have like a rub one for my face, and it
Yeah.
helps, like menthol or something like that. So I do that, but it's just nice to be able to listen to others and be like, oh my gosh, at least, not that I like, I don't compare myself, but it's nice to hear, hey, this worked for me. It might not work for you, right? But you can try it, and if it doesn't, well, it just doesn't. But it's nice to know that someone on the other side of the world is sharing your same story in a weird way. Not that you want them to be in pain, but
They
it's
feel what you're feeling.
and it's nice to know that you can honestly talk to someone on the other side of the world who's looking at the same moon as you are, and it's just like, I feel you, hold on, because it sucks.
Yeah. I think it's so beautiful that you started that Spanish page because, as we all know, I do not speak Spanish.
You should learn, girl.
I should. But I think it's just so beautiful that you're finding that community too. You are allowing the Spanish TN community to find each other and to connect with each other. Like you said, you're all looking at the same moon, but you're all having different experiences. You can connect with each other because of the same things that you're going through, and you can offer advice to each other. I just love that you're doing that.
Well,
I'll make sure. What was that?
You're a great example on that, because honest truth, when I got diagnosed in 2017, I was like, where do I go from here? And yeah, I found a couple of Facebook groups, but I don't want to hear about you trying to kill yourself. Like, that's not going to keep me going,
Yep.
Like, that's going to break me down more. And because I'm I really absorb other people's energy too. It's just like, I don't want to absorb that. Like, I
Me
already have
too.
to battle with, like we would say, like my own negativity to battle with. And it's just like, I got reached out from a friend, from the Spanish community, and she's like, I hate this. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, no, like, just look. And I love what your husband said yesterday. It's just a bad day, not a bad life.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I'm like, look, tomorrow is another day. Just pray and just, I don't know, what helps you like relax a little bit. She's like, well, like music. Okay, put some music on. Put some music on and just take it as a wave. Just ride the wave, because, just as pregnancy, just as labor, you're going through that, just ride the wave out. Just breathe in and breathe out and just get through it, and it's sad that we have to meet because of this, but hopefully one day we will find something to make this better,
Alma, that just literally gave me chills. That just is so beautiful that you were able to be there for her and able to tell her that, hey, all storms pass. This wave is going to ride through. We're going to get through it together. it's okay what you're feeling. It's normal what you're feeling. Let's just, you know, let's ride the wave together. I love that. Ride the wave.
And like, I think when you did it, I was like, oh my gosh, someone finally did it. Like, I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't have time. I still don't have time right now.
You're busy, girl.
But you know what? If I find a post or something in Spanish, boom, I put it over there, or I try and translate it, you know, just to bring make someone smile, at least try and smile, you know?
Exactly. TN smile.
You know, it's like fake it till you make it. Like, that's what I'm not to be fake, but you know, like I was telling, I remember who I was telling, but it was someone with TN too, and I was like, you know what? Sometimes it hurts to smile, but don't lose the smile inside of you. Like, even if you physically cannot smile, because I've been there and I can't talk and I can't swallow, and saliva's drooling out of me, like, and you feel so disabled. And it's like, dang, I was only, what, 27? I was like, oh my God, this really sucks, you know? And nobody can do anything, even though everyone's trying to freak out to figure out how to help you. When you hit that rock bottom spot where you feel like I'm better off dead than living, when you're like, I wish, I haven't told Andre, like, when I was at my darkest moments, I told him, like, you know, if I die or one day you find me dead, like, I just want you to get married again. I want you to find someone that will make you happy, you know? He's like,
Oh, Alma.
but it's just how TN takes you so south, you know? And it's just being able to be there for her that day. It was like, I've been there. I felt that. I felt like running in front of the train tracks. And it's just like, I was taking like 16 bottles of medication. And, you know, my aunt says, well, you should take your meds again. You should start your meds again because, you know, it flared up. And I'm like, I don't want that life. I don't have the time to have those thoughts because I have two girls that I live for, you know? Whether I'm a grouchy mom sometimes because I'm in so much pain. I just tell Stella I'm really tired. Like, I'll sign to her. Like, sometimes my face hurts too much and I'm just like, I'm not okay. And she's like, is your TN? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay. So she'll take her little sister, let's go play over there. Or she'll be like, you didn't eat something, you want something? And, you know, my 6-year-old shouldn't be taking care of me. But, you know,
I think that's so beautiful that what you're sharing right now, and thank you for being so open and vulnerable. I think that everybody without TN needs to hear this and needs to hear that those dark moments come and they come often, and there's no one there. Yeah, there's Andre and there's Michael and, you know, there's other warriors to get you through it, but you're in that deep dark moment by yourself and you have to push yourself through
yeah,
that. And I'm
it's not,
just so proud of you, Alma.
I'm proud of all of us, you know, because thanks to you for making this group, you know, and being positive, you know. And yes, I'm pretty sure like 99.9 of us have negative thoughts at some point because this pain is unrealistic. It's ridiculous. And, you know, to see your daily post, which just keep going or rest. And it's something that I was telling Andre the other day. I'm really learning to need to say no. You know, I can't do this. I'm really tired. And I don't know what else is going on, if MS is there or not. But whatever else is going on is really like giving me a lot of fatigue. And I
Yeah.
have to say no, you know, because I learned it. My knee was buckling on Friday, and I took apathy cherry, which is another like a natural thing, and it helps you relax and sleep. And I slept like a baby. And I'm glad Andre was here for the girls. And the following day, I was like, oh, wow, like, I really feel good right now. And sometimes, you know, as parents, I think a lot of us, as TN warriors and parents, you need to, like, stop, take a break, you know?
Yes, that's so important. Andre said that he reminds you that he's not going anywhere and he strives to fight as hard as you do every day. Thank you for being there for her, Andre. I know it's hard on you too. Teresa said you're so strong.
Girl, I try. Look at you. You had brain surgery. Like, I'm over here, like, you over here walking in the middle of, like, windstorms or something. I'm
Well,
like, oh, I was hurting for you.
well, even though some of us have had MVD and some of us have had not have, oh gosh, look at that TN brain. I can't talk.
It's okay.
Even though some of us have not had MVD, that doesn't take away from our battle. We're all fighting the same battle. So don't think that you're any less of a warrior because you haven't had brain surgery. You're still fighting that fight, girl.
It's a scary thing. And like Teresa and I forgot, oh my God, brain of mine. Curved something, I forgot her
Oh,
word.
Laura.
You know, like, dang, I'm so amazed. Like just how they're still going, you know. Mackenzie have twice, I believe.
Yep.
And, you know, extra stuff that has happened with her. It's just, you know, ever since I found her on, I think I found her on Facebook, then Instagram. It's just like her example of just being so strong and being so positive regardless of what, you know, was going on. It just gives me hope that, you know, I can push through this too, you know, and help. I tell my girls, we have a little affirmations because Stella sometimes is a little negative, and we're like, no, you're beautiful, I'm beautiful, you're strong, I'm strong, I'm smart, I'm smart, and just, you know, try and stay that positive note. It's easier said than done. Yeah, wait, harder said than done. I've you know, it's been happening all day. I'm messing it all up, but
TN brain.
you know, and it's just, I guess, to say exactly as a brain tumor, brain surgery survivors, we're all warriors, whether or not we've had brain surgery. Strong sisters.
Exactly. Well, Alma, it's going to cut us off here in a couple seconds.
All right.
Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your time. I know it was hard to talk about these things. You shared so much with us. Thank you for being open and vulnerable. You're such a brave and beautiful warrior and a mom and a wife and a business owner. I hope you do take the time to rest.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm learning to do that. And you are great at reminding me to do that too. I love your post. You're so positive, and I just love this positivity with all the warriors, you know, and it's something to look forward to. And hopefully one day COVID's over, we could all meet or something, you know?
Yes, that is definitely going to happen. Thank you so much, Alma. Stay strong.
You too. Stay strong, everybody. Love you guys.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye.